I mean, what motivates me, it's tough. You know, what I do for a living is I'm like a sponge for a lot of emotion, a lot of questions, and it's exhausting. There are days where I feel like I'm, you know, more of a therapist than a trichologist, but what motivates me is when I see that, first of all, I see a change in the consultation. So in the first part of the consultation, somebody comes in, they're sad, they're confused, they're angry, and then I thrive in sort of changing that attitude throughout the consultation. So by the end of the consultation, I can see their face light up. You know, I've given them answers to their questions, and really that's what they've come to me for. Most important thing is I provide, you know, answers, science-based answers. And then I can't count on, you know, my hands how many times at the end of a consultation people hug me and just say thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you for giving me, you know, some clarity and some direction forward. So that's what keeps me going, is putting a smile on people's face and being there to listen to them, because nobody else does, you know. So
yeah. Funny that you asked that question, because I was at my middle daughter's like kind of career day not that long ago, and you know, kind of talking about what it's like to be a doctor and a surgeon, and we kind of did like a pretend surgery on my daughter and all this stuff.
That's so cute.
And then we took questions at the end, and most of the questions were what you would expect from like you know, somebody who's in like elementary school. And then at the very end, this one kid who apparently is like the troublemaker in the class put his hand up, and I was like, oh man, I wonder what this guy's gonna say. And then he was like, what made you decide to go into medicine and be a doctor? And I was like, oh my God, like what a smart question from like a 5-year-old. And you know, the answer when I started was you know, to help people. And it sounds cheesy, but truly that's what it was. And then you kind of go through like medical school and residency and like the challenges and the slog of it, and you start to, I think, lose a little bit of that. But I feel like kind of like lately, it's such a funny question, because I've kind of been thinking about a lot of this stuff recently. Like it's kind of coming back to that again. You kind of get over the like initial hurdles of like starting practice and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, yeah, like that's what it's about. And I think the other thing that's kind of evolved is it's now like the technical aspect of it. Like I really enjoy the whole like, I did engineering for my undergrad, so I really like the like, here's a problem. I think this is what drew me to surgery. It's like, here's the problem and like, here's the fix, you know? And I really like that kind of like concrete aspect of like solving problems, like the technical challenges of like dealing with the person's anatomy, and you know, it's varying from person to person and making that better. And I really like the kind of aesthetic aspect of like making something look nicer.
Yeah. From engineering to medical school.
Yeah, which is a strange switch, but it's been a good kind of transition.
But also to help people. I always thought like, oh, I want to get, you know, do something to impact people on a, you know, larger scale. So whether that was, and here we are, we ended up in hair, and